Hi everyone. So I'm on my way home from the mall. Um, I just kind of wanted to put it out there, you know, trusting the process and the end of my mall cart journey. You know, yes, it's still bittersweet, but I see you see things happening and working, and it's all kind of coming together. But I mean, I still don't know where exactly I'm supposed to be or what's gonna happen in the end. I don't know. I'm still confused. But so in another video I told you the process of how it started, and I didn't get the funding to start the process, and so I had backed out originally from the mall cart. I had told them no, I'm not gonna do it. And then that's when she came back with, I pushed out your rent. You don't have to worry about it. You can start whenever for the month, but you don't know anything. And I was so thankful for that. You know, it was just God and this lady like helping me big time. And so that was fine. And then of course I made it the first month and all that stuff, and I did what I was supposed to do. But when I met the lady, the management that at the cart that day, she was like, don't tell anyone that I did that for you. And I did it, and I was never going to, you know. I didn't. I mean, I said it on my YouTube, but I never like told any other vendors or anything like that. Like, that's how it was, you know. I didn't say anything like that. So when I was like, I don't know what to do for this time, I was like, let's just end this. Like, I'm not producing. I'm not doing anything right now, right? She was just like, let's see what we can do to go and cut you off before December. And I'm like, okay, you know? I mean, she really worked with me. Like, she has been a blessing for me through this journey, you know? Like, she came to me today. When she came for the first time, when she came to me, there's two ladies, okay? One's the manager, one's like her assistant or whatever. So me and the assistant never really vibed, you know? Like, we've been cordial, you know. She'll stop and say hi, how you doing, do you need anything type deal, and I say good morning, you know, that kind of thing. But otherwise it was always the manager lady that was the one talking to me, you know. Or when they would both come, so I guess, you know, so there's a witness to the conversation or whatever, they'd both come, and she don't even look at me. She won't look at me, and she doesn't, nothing, you know. She just completely awkward. And so I mean, I never really paid it, no, never mind, you know, it is what it is. So when they came to talk about stopping my lease, just the manager was the one that was talking to me, and she was just standing there. She doesn't even look in my direction. She's just looking all over the place, like, and she had her back turned, and it's whatever. And so she told me, she was like, I was like, it's you know, I told her it's bittersweet, you know. I mean, I feel like this is the best thing right now. Like, it's just not producing like I want it to right now. Like, it has just completely cut off. And like, everybody says it's a slow time, and it's not like everybody around me is making a ton of money and I'm not making any money. It's nobody's really making anything. These are the slow weeks. But I can just feel in my spirit, like, this is not, I don't want to be sitting there on Black Friday and still not making any money, because then that's going to be that much more of a hassle. I feel like this is my end. I need to look for other outlets, and that's what's going to produce. That's where God's leading me, and that's fine. That's fine. But I was like, I don't want to cry, you know. I'm sitting here in the mall, and she's like, it's okay, I've been crying for 2 weeks. And I kind of was like, I'm sorry. And I could just tell, like, she was just down. And so I let it be, you know. I let it be. I didn't You know, we didn't talk anything about this. We ended it, and she said that the other lady would be in touch, which is fine. Okay, no worries. So today she comes to me and she was like, just know that don't give up, you know? And I was like, oh, I'm not closing my business or anything like that. This is just not my outlet right now. She was like, this is your first time in the retail. She was like, you have a great product. Your cart looks great. She was like, she's like, just don't give up. And I was like, I'm not. And she had like tears in her eyes. And she was like, this is my last day. And I'm like, oh no. And she was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know the whole story. I don't know what happened. She was like, I don't know what I'm going to do next. She's like, but I'm going to do something. She was like, I'll do something. But she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. She's not that old. Like, it's not like she's retiring. I don't know what happened. So, I mean, I don't know. I just felt in my spirit like the ending is coming because my angel is leaving, you know, type deal. Like, and she's like, well, the other lady will be in touch with you. She's like, I told her. She's like, we were talking, and she's like, I told her to be in touch. And I can just feel it, like she doesn't want to be in touch with me because she doesn't really want to talk to me. But this other lady's like, you need to, type deal, you know? Like, she has been my saving grace throughout this whole situation, and she's leaving. So that's why she was like, well, you know what, we can cut this lease like here, because she knew she was leaving before she was like, okay, let's cut this off. I feel like there's going to be a big old change and a shift in the mall right now, and I'm getting out just in time type situation, you know? I just feel it. I mean, I don't know for sure. I mean, it could be I'm just like looking for the silver lining in all of this because I'm defeated and I'm upset, but I'm not. I'm at peace. Like my in my spirit and my person, like I am so at peace with this decision. And I feel like today our conversation just kind of confirmed it. Like, she doesn't want to say it or anything like that. She was like, you know, I feel like it's shifting because I don't know. She's the head lady, so I don't know who's coming in the place of her. And the mall people know, like it's rather lax. You know, they give you this big old rule card and don't do this, don't do that. People break these rules all day, every day, and they don't say nothing unless corporate's there. They send an email before corporate's coming. Corporate's coming. Guys, be on your best behavior. Everybody's on their best behavior, and they leave it at that. And then nothing else is said or done. You know, you just do what you do, make your money, go home. So I don't know what's coming in or if one of those visits didn't go the way they were supposed to go, but I feel like there's going to be a shift in the mall and the atmosphere. I don't know if it's going to happen before the holidays or after, but I mean, this being her last day right before the holidays, she got me out right before. Okay, this was her last day. I have the weekend and then I'm done. So I feel like she did this as a way to look out for me, you know, not to hurt me, to harm me. She wished me the best. I told her I appreciated her. Like, there's no ill will. But I feel like this was her way of like, no, get out now type deal. Get out now, because she wasn't going to be there, you know, to kind of like help me. So I don't know. I just needed to put that out there. I just needed it even for myself. I mean, I don't care if anybody's really watching my videos. Like, subscribe, come join the family. But I mean, I look back on these videos and I'm like, that's where I was right there. That's where I am right now, you know? But it's getting better. You know, I'm excited about what's to come. I am nervous about it, you know, but I am excited about what's to come, because it's not even like, when I mean it's dead. Like, before, when I first started, at least there was interest. Like, they'd stop, they'd look, they'd ask questions. Now, I mean, if they're not asking me for directions, I don't really speak to anybody. Or I'm like, oh, they're like looking, and I'm like, oh, do you like tea? And they're like, no. Okay, well then why are you here? You know, like, why are you? Because my packaging is purple and beautiful, and they're like, oh, but it's just such a pretty color. I'm like, okay, I'm glad that brought you over here, but if you're not interested in it, you know, I'm not really trying to talk to you. That's where we are. that's where we are, you know. So I feel like my time has come to an end, and like I said, I'm okay with it. I just feel like it's amazing. Whereas trusting God and the process is always scary. It's scary for anyone and everyone. If you can allow yourself to fully just submit and just allow him to order your steps, it's definitely a little scary, but it's also very rewarding, especially when you're able to see when revelations start to come. It's very, very rewarding, you know. And I feel like every day there's something new that just pops into my spirit, you know, like, okay, well, this is where you are, but it's gonna be okay. Sorry, these lanes are not even, you know. So I just wanted to relay the message, and I feel like I'm headed in the right direction. You know, it sucks to give up on a dream, but I feel like I served my purpose already. You know, my purpose of being here was already set in stone. And, you know, any other time I was having, like, if it was meant to pick up, then it would have already picked up right now, regardless of being in the 11th hour. We were in the 11th hour on, like, the 6th when I was due to pay all the money, you know. So this isn't where I'm looking at it, is where God didn't provide me with the finances to finish out the dream. He provided me enough to carry me through to where I needed to be. So if this is where I need to be, then this is what I'm okay with. That I'm okay with taking that on. Okay, this is where my journey ends, and now we move forward onto something bigger and better. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for listening. I love you bunches. Goodbye.